The NFL season will kick off with an absolute bang. And America's team, those sweet old Dallas Cowboys, are going to get pumped by the reigning Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, plenty of NFL action coming up on our channel here at bets.com.au and also over at Ahead of the Game, our little side hustle we've got going over there. So don't forget to check out both and subscribe to our channels for all of the NFL tips, predictions, and news and previews all season long. Now, let's get into this one. Look, does it get any more clear cut than this to open the season? Obviously, the Dallas Cowboys ended their off-season in circus-like Jerry Jones fashion, losing Micah Parsons, arguably the best defensive player in the league, just 10 days out from the season, to an NFC rival at that. Philadelphia, though, look, they also lost some of their star power on defense, but they've played things smart. They also had two defensive players that were voted as rookie defensive player of the year last year, which they kept, and they've also filled up with a couple more. So they should have things covered and be one of, they were the second best defense in the league when you put it to points conceded last season over the course of the year. So they should have things bolstered up. And we haven't even mentioned Saquon Barkley yet, who obviously ran for 2,000 plus yards last season and could have very easily been the MVP of the NFL. So Saquon Barkley going up against a Dallas defense that lost Micah Parsons, that's in a bit of a shambles, and they weren't very good last season either. They actually let in the 31, they were ranked 31st in points conceded last year and had the fourth worst rush defense in the NFL. So you've got one of the greatest running backs in the league going up against last season's fourth worst running defense. Saquon busted for 137 yards last time he played against the Dallas Cowboys last year. So you know what? Strike while the iron's hot. We know nothing, but we know everything from last season. And Saquon Barkley averaged 125 yards last year. So he will go 100 plus against the Dallas Cowboys, and he'll score a touchdown. We like actually the multi-touchdown flavor here because obviously you don't get great odds for Saquon to score a touchdown against the Dallas Cowboys. So multi in with a little tush push and with Jalen Hurts, and you can get some decent odds around 265 depending on which bookie you go for. And obviously we are taking the Philadelphia Eagles to cover the line of 8 points. So Philly to cover, Saquon 100 plus, and the multi of Saquon and Jalen Hurts touchdown. There's your tips for the first game of the NFL. Look forward to bringing some hot predictions to you all season long, but just remember, gamble responsibly and happy punting.